just landed in Miami. This is my very first time here. There were a slight delay in the flight, but yeah, we are here. We are queer. We are excited to see all that Miami has to offer. And yeah.
What did you do to your hair? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hola, hola, hola. It's Charlie T back again with another video. I went to Miami for the first time ever. I went with a special individual in which I got to explore several different parts of Miami by myself, and I hope that you guys enjoy the views. It is currently 10:53, so I am about to get ready for the day. Want to basically go around the city as if I'm a local, so I'm gonna be going the local kind of route of things, and just explore. Later in the evening, I believe we're gonna go out to South Beach is what it's called. I could be wrong, but yeah, so a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I am going to get myself together. I have to figure out what I want to wear and so on and so forth. So yeah. So by the time I finish getting my life together, which is only now 11:35, we ran into a little problem. Unfortunately, it is storming out. Now, as much as, it would still be nice to just go out and about in this, it's not ideal. Originally, I saw that it said for it to rain at like 3 o'clock, but it's not 3 o'clock. And not only that, but it also said that it's supposed to rain for the rest of the day until 6 or 7. And granted, yes, then I can still do stuff, I can still go out, but by that point, most of the day is not only gone, but also at that point, then me and a special individual are going to be, if it's not raining by that point, hopefully then it'll still, be nice enough to go to the beach and stuff. But, I wanted to, be able to explore first, on my own. That's my main thing. And now I feel like I can't do that really because I don't even have an umbrella and I'm not about to get myself wet. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. Great news, everybody. I am currently waiting on my Lyft to take me to the destination I chose, which you guys will see soon in a bit. It stopped raining, so that is great, as it should. And yeah, I'm just excited. So right now I'm out here exploring still. I did a bit of shopping actually, and it was not intentional. You know how like you can go for one thing, supposed to go for one thing, and then you ended up leaving with a bunch of other shit. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened. But now that that's over, yeah, I'm going to be exploring around now. It is raining, but it's not like pouring rain or anything, so we should be fine. Should be. Here we are in Miami Beach, Florida, or actually I think it's South Beach, Florida. In Miami, it's so beautiful, so nice. On the way to this Cuban restaurant. Never had Cuban food before, neither one of us, so this shall be a grand old time. Morning. Today is a brand new day, and I am going to be headed to the Museum of Sex here in Miami. Apparently it had only opened towards like either the end of this past year or the very top beginning of this year, but I'm excited to see how this experience is. Later on in the day, might be going to what's called Star Island. They give like a boat tour. are currently in the art district. It has been pouring raining for a while, however it did stop just for a little bit. It says it's not supposed to rain again up until like 7 o'clock, but who knows? Like, the rain here is so unpredictable. But I have so many great things to show. So yeah, before I go back to the hotel and go on to the evening activities. We've gone to South Beach, and which was really nice. That's where we went to this Cuban spot. It was really delicious. We also went to Club Paradise, and which is a queer bar and club. And they had their 35th year anniversary. So it was really cool to see, like, you know, all the drag performances along with, like, basically all of the staff almost were in drag in some kind of way, which was really nice and cool to see, because at least in clubs that I've been to, queer clubs, like, you never see staff in drag just because, you know. But of course this was probably for the special occasion. I also got to travel the art district, which was really nice. That is another, like, it's basically a shopping district, but like, when I went, I did not know that. I thought it was called the art district for the sake of just the art, in which there is plenty of art that I got to see, and sculpture, architect, different kind of things of the sorts. But yeah, it was also a shopping district, so of like high-end shopping. So it was really nice though. And also getting to, while in South Beach, going back to that, got to explore the beach at night though. When I tell you there were no freaking lights out, like, on the beach, like to the ocean or anything, literally everyone had out their flashlights, like, from their phone. Like, literally, I was like, well, damn, like, this is what it is. So it was hard to really see the water and the tide until I brought out my flashlight from my phone. But it was really nice. It was so, like, it felt very surreal, because just so you guys know, like, I love going to the beach. Granted, like, even though I live in a state and, like, in a city that's close to tons of beaches, I'm not the fondest of them. Like, I don't mind them. However, also, I haven't gone to all of them. So let me put that out there, actually, too. There are, like, 2 beaches out my way that I have not gone to that I've heard great things about, but they're a little, like, further out than where I usually would go, like, just to go to the beach. But granted, I still heard those are nothing compared to the beaches in Miami, and which, like I said, like, it just felt like great, you know. When I go to the beach, I prefer it would be at nighttime versus daytime. It reminds me of, like, you know, even going out for night rides. I enjoy night rides the most, just because it's just more soothing for my soul. That's just me personally. But yeah, it felt so great, and, like, feeling the ocean breeze and just being in the moment with the other individual as well. It felt really nice. Really wanted us to go to the Star Island, which they have like a boat tour. It's called like the Millionaires something tour or whatever, Star Island. That's the only way like you can essentially like get like a close-up view of like the island and the houses and everything. However, the night that we were deciding, which was the last night, we were deciding to go and planning to go, the tickets had already sold out for the latest time slot. Also, it was raining again off and on, and so that was like around the time it said it would stop raining, but who even knows that, like, honestly. But I would say too, because it's like hurricane season, that could be the case as well, as like why it was raining consistently all throughout the week. But all in all, I really had a great time. I would definitely go back again. I'm not in a rush, but at the same time, like, you know, I go when I go. I would be doing more things than I did this past time as well, like, you know, getting more exploring, because what I wanted to do was, when like exploring, I didn't want to per se come off as like a tourist. Even though at the end of the day I probably still did look like a damn tourist, but I wanted to essentially like come off in some kind of way as a local. So I was taking public transportation. I lifted like a total of 3 times. I took a lift 3 times in grand total. But that aside, I traveled around like on public transportation, and that's the thing down there. I did not anticipate them to have such I don't want to say massive, but like a huge variety of different transportation, and very affordable for the locals down there, and which that was pleasing to see. And yeah, that aside, of course, I was riding around, you know, with the special individual. I was riding around with them when they were available. So that's when we were doing things together. But when I was exploring my own, that's when I was like, okay, let me live here, and then I'll take public transportation over this way and over this way, you know, because that's my way, honestly. Before I even had a car, that was my only way to get around, right? Outside of depending on others for rides. So, and I didn't want to rent a car because I was like, again, like, you know, I knew a person had a car. So I was like, well, I want to explore the best way I can to be familiar and take it all in as Miami, which is, you know, riding these different transportation options. And so, yeah, guys, enjoy all that, you know, I shared on my trip and that I was able to share, because again, I don't want to share everything, but, you know, I want to share the, you know, I want to share a lot of the, you know, quick bits of certain sorts. So yeah, until next time.
Where'd you go? Oh, you know